Okay, good evening, you guys. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Kelsey Bond, and I am a Senior Gold Ambassador. I run the B-Plexus page with Jill Renfro and Allie Day. So I just wanted to thank y'all for taking time out of your Thursday evening, especially if you're a newbie, to learn more about Plexus. We are going to go fast and furious through this because it's a lot of information. But please feel free, even if I'm not your upline, to reach out to me afterwards if you have any questions. And at the end of it, we will do a little Q&A. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, with Plexus, it is all about duplication. If you can teach your level ones to do what you're doing, and then it's a snowball effect, your team is going to grow, and you want to teach your team how to do the right thing so it can trickle down to all the way to level whatever, however many levels you have. So when you sign a new ambassador, I'm pretty sure your upline has done all this for you. So when you sign a new ambassador, well, take it back. As a newbie, you should check out the Files tab on B-Plexus. We have so many wonderful files, product knowledge, compensation plan, just anything. We have the price chart, anything you could think of, it's on the Files tab. So whenever you have some free time, just go through there, open those documents up, and just read them. You don't have to read all of them in one day, but just, take your time and really check those out. So when you sign a new ambassador, you're going to welcome them to B-Plexus and tell them about the Files tab because it really is a great resource. And so you're going to add them to also the Testimonials Plex It Forward, which is our bigger teams just testimonial page. Now that you can add potentials to. And then the next one is Plexus Journeys, ambassadors only. That kind of speaks for itself, but it's only for ambassadors. And also, we're here to train and equip our ambassadors to be successful and follow the system. What that means is you're not going to do everything for them, but you're going to give them the resources so they can learn and be successful. You can also help them with their first Facebook post. This is a big one. And if you're new and you haven't made your first post yet, get with your upline. Let them help you decide on a post, whether it's just you taking a selfie with your pink drink or your welcome pack. If you were a customer previously and you already have a testimony, don't wait to post. Even if you don't have a testimony, don't wait, because people want to follow you from the beginning. Those of you that don't know me, I've lost quite a bit of weight, and if I would have posted my first Plexus post like month 6 when I was down like 50 pounds, nobody probably would have believed me. So people want to see you from the beginning. They want to celebrate that 5 pound, that sleeping all night, that you have energy with your kids. And that is probably one of my biggest tips for newbies, is just make that first post. But if you're stuck and you don't know what to say, get with your upline or even a sideline that you see has awesome posts. They'll help you. We're all one Plexus. Even if we're not on the same team, we're willing to help. So again, it's all about duplication and you getting the system down and then teaching your team as well. Okay, if you're new, you've probably heard AQ, auto qualification. It's probably confusing. What is AQ? It is a backup order in place for you to get paid. So you leave that AQ turned on if you want to get paid. Just a quick little information about it. Come the 25th of the month, starting your second month, if you don't have 100 PV, that backup order is going to ship. But if there's some month that you just absolutely can't afford the products, you can turn it off. But if you have over 100 PV, that auto qualification is not going to ship, but it has to stay on for you to get paid. And a simple way to grow your pay points, which I'll talk about that a little bit later, is to make sure everybody has their AQ turned on. Educate your ambassadors the importance of it, because it can be confusing. I know I was confused in the beginning. I'm sure Jill and Allie were. We were like, what's the auto what, huh? So if there are YouTube videos that our upline Nikki Hinkle has done, and I can post them in the comments, that she explains it very well, because I know when I send it through Facebook message and text, it sounds so confusing. So a video, verbalage, it really does help. So all successful ambassadors must be a product of the product. Okay, why is this? Because if I'm over here promoting health and wellness, but I'm posting pictures of cheeseburgers and that I'm exhausted, nobody's gonna buy into that. So you have to take your products, be consistent, be a product of the product. And with posting on Facebook, you have to portray that healthy lifestyle. Yes, we eat out and have cheat meals, but it's best to leave that pizza off of Facebook. People don't really need to know about those, cheat meals if you're having them several times a week. So also, it's important to teach your team that as well when you start growing a team. When you invest in your business, you're more willing to commit to seeing it succeed. You want your team members committed from day one. That small financial investment of $34.95 and those welcome packs can be huge in securing your team members for the long haul. So, okay. And again, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. This is all about Facebook. You want to be doing these things yourself, so when you do grow a team, you can be that leader and lead by example. You want to be consistent and persistent. Like I like to say, you can work this job part-time, but not sometimes. If you're consistent in the beginning, if you're posting, once every other day, that's consistent in the beginning. Now, we like you to post every day, but in the beginning, if you have that consistency and your audience knows it, that's great. And then you can work your way up to posting every single day, multiple times a day. And here's a big one. Please don't worry about offending others. You just have to bless and release those people. Me and Jill and Allie, we've had lots of haters. It's still going to happen. As far as we've been in our journey, you're going to come amongst haters until forever. You're always going to have those skepticals and those haters. And like I said, you just got to bless and release them. If you love the products, you love the business, and you're sharing it, who cares? It's what you love. And like I said, we want you to post every day, because those who post more frequently are the ones that are more successful. Now, we want you to not spam your friends, though. My rule of thumb is 2 Plexus posts per day. But I'm not going to just post Plexus. I'm going to throw in personal posts as well. Most of the time, it's of my kid or, that we're outside, something like that. A good rule of thumb is every Plexus post, do a personal post, because you don't want your friends to think that you're just a Plexus robot. You want to have a mixture of your personal and business. And please don't get discouraged if you don't get any likes or comments. I think the only person that liked my post was Jill for the first probably 4 months. And then when I got involved with more Plexus people, it was mainly them. It took a while to get my non-Plexus audience to start liking and commenting. But if you have a really great post and you want some love on it, ask us in Be Plexus. Just say, hey guys, I made a really vulnerable post. Can you show me some love? And you'll get 10 comments and likes immediately. That's what we are. One Plexus. We want to help you out. You want to build an interested audience and build that social credit. What does that mean? You don't, like I said, I post about my kid a lot, but I do mix it up and post about different things. I don't want to just post about my child and Plexus. Like, you have to throw other stuff in there. You want people to have the life that you're portraying on Facebook, that you have a good life and that Plexus is making it even better. And you also want to build a brand on social media. You want people to remember you. You want to stick out. You don't want to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. Perfect example. Me and Jill grew up in the same town here in Bryan College Station. We went to high school together. We have over, I think it's close to like 400 mutual friends on Facebook. If we made the same post every day, yeah, that people would not believe it. So maybe in the beginning we did because we were just starting out, but now me and Jill, if you look at our posts, they're completely different for our different personalities. Also, this is a big one. You want to stay away from just clicking the share button. There's sometimes that it's necessary to share that button, but 99.9% of the time you don't want to hit share, because one thing, if that person, whoever you're sharing, is just set as friends, as a private page and not public, only your mutual friends between you and that person will see the post that you shared. So you want to copy the text, save the picture, and then post it. But you also want to be personal and relatable and add that little blurb up top, 1 or 2 sentences about why that post reached out to you. So posting is definitely a big one. Okay, what do you do when someone shows interest? Well, first of all, you can add them to that testimonials page because it's for everybody, or you can send them testimonies that are relatable to them. If you have somebody that's interested in the product and they're diabetic, go find a diabetic testimony and send it to them through Messenger. You can ask them for their email address and send them some Plexus information, or you can send them a private message on Facebook, text, or call them. And that Plexus information email, personally, I send one document if somebody wants me to email them more information from me just talking to them. It's the Plexus product briefs, and it's only 3 pages long, and it's just short descriptions of all the products. And it's not overwhelming. It's not, like 6 documents that scares them away because it's just too overwhelming. Private message for all business. You want to listen and ask questions. I say you listen more than you talk. And when somebody sends me a message on Facebook, hey, I'm interested in this, how much does it cost? I start with questions. Just like this next point on this PowerPoint, it says consult with them, don't sell them. You want to not just blurb out the price. You want to form that relationship, and you want to consult with them with what they need, because if they think they just want weight loss and that just Slim and Accelerator would be great for them, and they don't tell you any of their struggles, then they're going to buy that combo and they're not going to have any results when they really needed the triplex combo. So you want to ask questions. Like what I say first is, do you have any health issues? Are you on any medications? And then also say, what are your struggles and what are your goals? And then once people answer those questions, I know exactly what to recommend them. And it's not just selling them on the product, it's getting them attached to those products, and they're more willing to pay that price, because when you just see that first initial price, it scares you away. Okay, you want to keep lists. In the beginning, we were told to do a list of 40 people for your dream team, and it can be anybody. It doesn't have to be just your family or your best friend. It can be your mailman, your nail lady, your hairstylist, anybody that you think would be a rock star at this business. Make that list. I tell my newbies to just bump it up to 50. Do 50 their first month, and then their second month I tell them to add another 50 to make it 100. And you can get with your upline and work with how you're supposed to use that list of reaching out to those people. And you never cross people off the list unless they join your team or join somebody else's, because a no right now does not mean a no in the future. And you can keep adding to your list people that send you a message that you didn't put on that dream list. Add them to the list. Anybody that likes your post, anybody that comments on there, add them to the list. And then you can always just follow up with them. Okay, like we say, follow up. I mean, the fortune is in the follow up. Got it backwards there. These are some stats of follow ups, and I'm just going to read the first one and the last one. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. To me, that's crazy because I'm always following up. And then 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. So if you have somebody that reaches out to you, I guarantee they might not buy the first time. I can count on one hand that people, the very first contact that they've bought or joined on that first contact. It's always been between that, I want to say between 5th and 7th. So it really is fortune in the follow-up. Okay, what to do when someone shows interest. Over here you can see some pictures of products. Now, not everyone needs the same product combination. Here's how you can know which combo they need. So for this first picture, you can see the triplex, which is Slim, BioCleanse, ProBio, and then also X Factor. So picture number one, if somebody wants to improve their overall health, but they have symptoms of fungal overgrowth, they want to improve gut and bowel health, boost their immune system, reduce sweet cravings, brain fog, fatigue, acne, etc. You can start it with just triplex, or you can add in that X Factor. And just by hearing they have those fungal overgrowth symptoms, they need BioCleanse and ProBio for sure. Okay, number two, it's a bag of Slim, Accelerator, and Block. They want to improve their health and lose weight. They aren't on any meds, have no sweet cravings, no chronic health. So this would be just an ultimate weight loss if they have none of those issues. Now I'm going to tell you, there's not that many people that don't have the fungal overgrowth and that don't need ProBio and BioCleanse. But for that small chance of people that don't have any of that, then this is a great combo. And you can also switch out Accelerator for Boost. Okay, number three is Slim, X Factor, and Mega X. They want to improve their health, not to really lose weight, and they don't have sweet cravings and no chronic health problems. Again, I recommend triplex to everybody based on their, not everybody, but 99.9% of the time, it's triplex, because everybody that I talk to either has digestive issues, sleep issues, headaches, autoimmune diseases, and so that tells me right there that they need triplex, but you can always add to it. Okay, number four is Slim and Ease. They want to improve their health, not lose weight, and they need help with inflammation. Our Ease products are amazing for somebody that has arthritis, any kind of joint pain. If it is somebody that doesn't need to lose weight and they have none of those fungal overgrowth symptoms, then that's a great combo. Okay, and number one, the price for that is just the triplex is $125 for the preferred customer route. Number two is $135. Number three is $150, and number four is $115. But becoming an ambassador is even cheaper because we get wholesale prices. So that was all preferred pricing. You don't have to memorize the prices because we have a nice price chart that breaks it down for price and PV for each way, retail, preferred, and ambassador. But as you go, you will just memorize it. Like the triplex, I could spit out any of the price of triplex. So, okay. You reap what you sow. You will get out what you put in. So what kind of seeds are you willing to sow? What will you harvest? So they say right now is our slower time of the year because holidays and people don't want to spend money. So this is the time to harvest, to plant those seeds with people. Since it tend to be the slower time, your knowledge is power. Pour your time into listening to conference calls. You're already on a training call right now, so that's great. YouTube videos. This is how I learned a lot of my information. Lori Harrison, Melissa Eichenhorst, Sonia Dudley, Sarah Marvel, those are my go-to people that I learned so much about. They even have some older videos, but it still applies to the policies and procedures now. So they are some really great videos. The B-Plexus team calls, Allie and Jill do them twice a month. I do a weekly just short training call that I've started, Wonder About It Wednesday, and I'm going to start picking up more training calls for the whole team myself. It's kind of hard with a little one at nighttime. So for me personally, it's easier for me to record them early in the morning and post them to the page. But the team calls, in the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing, but I listened to those team calls and I learned a lot of information. Opportunity meetings. We have ones that are in person and you have them online. I joined June of 2014, and my first opportunity meeting, I believe it was one that me and Jill and Allie actually hosted. I don't think I went to one before that. So before ever seeing one done, we just did our own. And then I've gone to several after that. And you learn something new at each meeting because you have those testimonies about products, business testimonies, and each person that hosts it, they do their own spin, so you learn something new. The online ones are really taking off and they're really successful. We post them on the page if other people are doing them, if we're doing them. So most of them are between 30 minutes and an hour, and I really recommend tuning into those. Again, the page files and the magnifying glass. The files, like I said, are so important. They're very helpful with lots of information. The magnifying glass on the team pages is really important because you can search throughout the page. And now Facebook, I'm trying to pull it up on my phone. On Facebook, you can search right there. Used to, you could not do that on the Facebook app, but I don't. You probably cannot see. Let me see if that. Okay, if you can see the magnifying glass right there, you can just click on it and you can search. If you are looking for a question about a product, type in some keywords and it will come up. And if you're on a computer, same thing. It's easier to search in that magnifying glass to see if something has already been answered. And if it isn't, then you can ask upline. Back office resources. Our knowledge base is amazing. That's also where I learned a lot of my knowledge. Just clicking each document, saving them to my computer, and reading them. They have all of the compliance stuff. They have everything about products. It really is a lot of helpful stuff. Okay, product knowledge. Like I said earlier, you must be a product of the product. This will not only build your belief, but it will help you form your own testimony, because you want to have your own testimony down the road so you can share with people of what the products are doing for you. And you want to know your Plexus products. You can go to the website. They have descriptions. The back office, like I said, in knowledge base has descriptions, everything about the products, ingredients, our team pages. I know Jill recently uploaded a document for each product of the overview. I have done a long product call on YouTube. I can bump it up to the top if you want me to. And we did a Q&A afterwards on that one to different situations, so you know what to recommend. You need to understand how to use the products so you can see the optimal results for yourself, and you can help your customers and ambassadors. This is important because if you're using the products wrong, then you're going to get discouraged if it's not working. And if you're using them wrong, you're probably telling your customers, and then everybody's just going to get discouraged if they're not being used the right way or at the right times. So that's why it's really important to read up on that knowledge. Reading testimonies. Y'all, this is powerful. I'm 18 months into this journey. I read testimonies every single day. I go to those pages. I read our teammates. We have between the three of us, we have a large amount of people on Beatplexes. So just going through and seeing y'all's testimonies is so powerful. I can't say enough about how testimonies sell these products. It's like facts tell, stories sell. You want to be real with people and share those testimonies and not be so salesy. Actually, I have a fun story. My dad was on his way home from work. He told me about this evening. He was excited, saying that he's promoting Plexus business. He saw somebody walking past his driveway, and he's like, you know what? I think he could use Plexus just by looking at him. My dad's a goofy guy, and he sparked a conversation with them, and he told him about my testimony. Now, my dad knows nothing about Plexus products, so he just that he takes them and he feels good. So even if he tried to tell him, he would have butchered the whole conversation because he has no idea what the drink does. But he told him about my testimony and about how it makes him feel good, and my mom, and the guy was like, wow. And so my dad gave him a flyer that I made like months ago to put up at his work. And he said, well, here's my daughter's information. He was like, I think I'm going to get in contact with her. So that's why stories sell. Those testimonies are powerful. Okay, keys to success. You want to be professional. And how can you be professional? Get business cards. If you're out and about and you're reaching out to people, strangers, people you don't know, easiest way is hand them a business card. You can also, if you can tell that they have Facebook, just ask them, hey, well, you're on Facebook. Even if it's not a conversation about Plexus and you just kind of connected with somebody, hand them your phone, say, type your name in, I'll add you on Facebook. And then they can see all of your Plexus posts. Like I said earlier, work your business. You can work it part-time, but not sometime. Consistency is key. It really is. Like we talked about, be duplicatable. You want to educate your ambassadors. If you have a certain system that is working with you, you want to duplicate that with your team. Keep in touch with your customers. I did not do this very well in the beginning. I didn't have a good follow-up system. So I would only reach out to them like once a month in the beginning. And I got down to my new system that I've been doing for months now, and it really has worked. As soon as my customer orders and they get their stuff in, I tell them to, hey, let me know when you get your products in. I tell them again how to take it. And then about 3 days in, I check in with them. And then again at week 1, and then again at week 2. Like that first month is so important because they need that support, and you are that support. You have to follow up with them because most likely if somebody's not hooked in the first month, they're okay with quitting. So that's why that support is so important. And if you've had customers for a while, it's best to flip them to ambassadors. You can make a very nice paycheck with customers, but the way you rank up is with ambassadors. So if you have somebody that's been a customer for 4 months, just let them know about the business and how it's only that $34.95. And I guarantee you they'll probably want to switch over to save that money. And on here it says when they have any success. I always do that when somebody messages me and says, oh, I lost 10 pounds, or I'm sleeping through the night, and they have a good testimony, I tell them about the business. If they say no, I let it go, and then I follow up with them, maybe the next month. And this says, so if they say no that second month, follow up with them with a message and just ask. When they start sending you people, ask again. There's a funny story, Celeste Quinn, who y'all probably have no idea who she is. She is the top earner in the company. She's a double diamond ambassador. She was a customer for 8 months, and she told her sponsor, Jen Hawkins, who is our upline, she said, I'm tapped out. I have nobody else to send you. There's no way I could work the business, because she sent her like 30, 35 customers. So if somebody even sends you one customer, ask them about the business. I guarantee you that they could work it. So, okay, compensation plan. This one is fun. It is the most confusing thing in the beginning because you have no idea about pay points, commission. It's a lot to take in. So this is the compensation chart. I'm going to go to these slides so I can kind of tell you. Okay, we get paid 11 different ways, which is amazing. I don't know any other network marketing company that you can get paid that many ways. So the first way is our retail commissions. So everything over 100, you get commission on. So from 100 to 499, you get 15%. And everything over 500, you get 25%. So if you look at it right here, 15% of 500 is $75, but 25% is $125. So if you're sitting at $475 and you need product, it's worth it for you to order and get over that 500 PV because it's a huge jump in that 25%. And you should always have a goal of 500 PV every month because that 25% is really a big deal. And the higher PV that we have, the higher the pay point value for everybody. And preferred customer bonuses, they are huge. I'm going to go back to the chart. So you have somebody that is a preferred customer and they're ordering triplex every single month. Well, right here, you get a $20 bonus every single month that order goes through. So if you look, just a bag of Slim is 15. Slim and Boost is 18. So it really adds up having those preferred customers. And that's why, not just because of the preferred bonuses, but I recommend all customers to go preferred because not only is it cheaper for them and saves them money, but then you get that preferred bonus. And right now, this is actually the first month, last month in November, all of my customers are preferred. So don't worry if you do have some retail customers because some people just, they don't want to have that commitment, even though it's like going to a sale and asking for full price. It's totally normal to have some of those retail customers. Okay. Let's go down here. Okay, so building bonuses, what are those? When you signed up and you bought a welcome pack, your sponsor got a bonus. So when you start adding people to your team that buy welcome packs, you'll get a bonus. So for a $99 welcome pack, you get 25. And for a $199 welcome pack, you get 50. Those are amazing because we get paid, we get paid on those every Friday. So if somebody signs up today, it's Thursday, you get $25 next week. And as you get higher in the ranks, you're getting a check every Friday because your team is duplicating and building, and those Friday paychecks are awesome. I love them. So your uplines, 3 levels up, get paid an amount. So if I sign somebody, if I sign an ambassador at level 1, I get that bigger bonus of $25. Then my upline gets a bonus, and then her upline gets a bonus, and then her upline. So as you're building your team and your team members are adding people, then you can get more bonuses. Okay, retail override commissions. That is for your level 1 ambassadors that you sponsored. You get 5% of their sales, everything over 100 PV. And that can add up as you're building your team. Okay, one-time achievement bonuses. Every time you rank from silver to senior ruby, you get a one-time bonus. To just quickly go through it, silver, you add 3 ambassadors. You get a $100 bonus. Let me go back here to the chart so you can see them. I think it has it. Let's see if I can zoom in. Okay, yeah, so silver, that's your first promotion. You get 3 personally sponsored ambassadors and you get a $100 bonus. If you add in the welcome pack money, you get $100 plus 75 if they buy the smaller. So it could be more if they buy the bigger welcome pack. So by contacting your mom, your sister, your cousin, best friend, whoever, those 3 people, and you can get your first promotion. The next one, gold, and that's when you have to have pay points. You get a $250 bonus. Senior gold is $350. Ruby is $500. Senior ruby is $750. So it's pretty nice to get that one-time bonus every promotion. Okay, let me go back. Okay, fast start. I'm sure you've probably heard of this. And what it is, in your first 30 days, not your first month, just 30 days from the day you signed up, if you rank between gold and senior ruby, your first 30 days, you get your bonus doubled. So the most that we've seen is happen going gold. And what that is 20 people. And it goes by mock points. You don't necessarily have to have the pay points. You just have to have those 20 people sign up with a welcome pack. You have to have 3 personally sponsored, and then the rest of them have to be in your levels 1 through 3. So if you go gold, fast start gold, you get your silver and your gold bonuses doubled. So it's a total of $700, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so you've heard me talk about pay points. We get paid 7 levels deep. So my level 1, when they go commission qualified, I get 5 pay points for them. And our pay point value is right around $3. So that 5 pay points times 3 is $15. That might not sound like a lot, but I am a senior gold ambassador, and I have to have 250 pay points. So 250 times 3, that's a lot more money. Jill, who is Emerald, has to have 1,500 pay points. Times 3, that's $4,500. So how you really are going to rank up in the business is by your pay points, and you have to have that certain amount. And that is probably our favorite, now that we're higher in the ranks, that's probably our favorite way to get paid because it is a lot more money. So your levels 1 through 3, you get 5 pay points. Your level 4s, you get 4. Level 5, 3. Level 6, 2. And level 7, 1. Now you can have down to level 20, but you're only going to get paid down to level 7. So, okay, you see this beach and these Lexuses. This is when you hit Emerald. Our very own Jill hit Emerald in October, and she earned her yearly trip to Hawaii for her and her husband. All expenses paid. She will get it every single year that she gets to go to. She also earned her Lexus, which is amazing. What company gives you a free Lexus to drive? And what are you doing? You're sharing products that work and a business opportunity that works, that are both changing people's lives. So Emerald is amazing. And then the next step, you don't get a one-time bonus for Emerald. You get a profit share in the Emerald pool. So our company, they pay back 50% of sales to ambassadors. We get 50%. And out of that 50%, 5% is in the profit share for the jewels, and Emeralds get 3% of that. And it is life-changing money. You can just ask Jill. Okay, and then after Emerald, you go Sapphire. You still have that free Lexus. You still get to go to Hawaii, and you get an additional 1% of that profit pool. So you get 1% for Sapphire and 3% for Emerald. And then next up is Diamond, the top of the company. You get your black Lexus, which is more of an upgraded. You get an additional 1% of that profit share. So you get the 3, the 1, and the 1. You get 5% of that. And our upline Jamie said that Diamond profit share is just unbelievable. And then the last way we get paid, the 11th way, is when you hit Diamond, you can re-enter under yourself. What does that mean? You hit Diamond, you can sponsor yourself and work your way back up. So like I mentioned, Celeste Gwynn, she's a double Diamond. She's the only one in the company that has done it twice, and just amazing. So, okay, power of 3. This is what we really focus on, power of 3. If you sign 3, then those sign 3, and those sign 3, it's like a snowball effect. So I'm just going to break the math down for you. You sign 3 people, that's 15 points. Those people sign their 3, that's 9 people, and then the next level is 27, and then on your 4th level is 81, and on your 5th level is 243 people. Okay, so you would have 1,248 points times $3, that's 3,744. So the reason power of 3 is so important, because it's the whole duplication thing. And if you are able to teach your team to do that fast enough, you can rank faster. But power of 3, you should always strive to go silver every month. That's 3 ambassadors. But don't beat yourself up if you don't sign 3 in 1 month. There's some months where I don't hit 3, and then there's some months where I sign 4. There's some months where I don't sign any. It happens, but your goal should be to sign 3 personally sponsored ambassadors. So, okay, well, that is all I have. I went pretty quick, so I am going to stop my screen share, and I am going to unmute everybody. And if you have a question, go for it. Anybody? No? Okay, well, if nobody has...
Actually, I have a question. Is there any way that we could get like a copy of the compensation slides sent out? Is that posted somewhere? Because I'm a visual learner, and that was kind of small on my phone.
This PowerPoint?
Yes, just like the compensation slides.
Well, we have compensation files on Bplexus.
Okay, I was just supposed to scroll over them, and I'll check.
No, it's fine. I can go through later this evening and tag you in some of them.
Actually, I just found them. I didn't scroll down far enough. My bad. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anybody else have a question? No? Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you'll have a great rest of your Thursday and a great weekend. Bye.
You too.